So,
but anybody that's in the know understands these things, so you know.
Yeah, so this is the generator here.
Yeah, that's the generator.
Just for the heating,
or? No, it's to cover, it gives you one power point, one socket power point in the laundry room, which is next to the fuse box,
Yep.
should you, in the event of a power failure.
Right.
So this will just kick in. We have this serviced once a year.
Yep.
These are the people that service it, just there,
Yep.
Stuart Power people. They come down, give it a nice little look over and make sure everything's okay, check it all out, fill it back up with diesel. I mean, it's probably wise if you have some power cuts, or even through evaporation. I don't know if diesel does evaporate, but just sort of keep that tank, which is at the side top of
Yep.
it. Red diesel if you're going to the farm, you know.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And that tank's at the bottom.
Yeah,
I
that's
see.
it. All right, and that's
So that does one power socket and then controls the rest of the heating?
controls all the electrics
Right.
within the building.
Oh, all the electrics as
All
well?
the electrics in terms of the heating, the water,
Ah,
so you
right,
don't have to
okay. Right.
reprogram anything at all.
Fine, okay.
All right?
Yep.
This is the cold water storage tank,
Yep.
and it's from this that the rest of the system is pumped.
Right.
And these are the pumps that pump it.
Right.
Okay. And this is the pressure tank. It's one of those diaphragm
Yep.
accumulator tanks,
Okay. Main
which
pressure
ensures
tank.
that you get pressure
Constant
exactly
pressure
the same at the
the
at
house.
the furthest end of the house,
Yeah.
as well as the nearest. It doesn't fluctuate.
Right. So these are the pumps, and you've got two. Do they work in conjunction or
Pass.
pass? Yeah. Okay.
I think what you do have is the ability on that circuit board over there,
Yeah.
which, by the way, is hugely large for what's actually needed, and you could reduce the size of that for a relatively small cost
Yeah.
to make it a sort of digital, electronically
Oh, I
programmed
see.
thing, rather than these ghastly knobs, which are and can be quite confusing.
Okay.
But fundamentally, what you have are the options of two pumps. If one gives up, then
Yeah.
you've got another one that you can switch over to.
Okay.
But by rights, you should be using them every month. Switch one over, so you keep the system
Right.
sort of going.
So you keep the pump going.
Yeah.
So actually, if you switch it over from auto to from 1 to 2, the ones that
if
say 1
you
to 2.
take that boiler circulation one, which is the top left-hand one,
Yeah.
okay, you see there are two black dials there,
Yeah.
and above each dial there's a green and a red
Light.
light, exactly. The dial on the left is set to automatic, which means that in conjunction with what's being asked of it, it will automatically come on.
Right.
And it's telling me there that we're using pump system number 1.
Right.
And when they're working, the red light will come on.
Yeah.
And when they're broken, the red. Sorry, I beg your pardon. When they're
Green
working
light.
the green, yeah, and
Yeah,
when they're not
broken,
and they're
the red.
malfunctioning, the red light
Okay.
will come on. And that's exactly the same throughout the whole system.
Right. Okay.
And you see, there's hot water system primary pumps at the top on the right-hand side.
Yeah.
That HWS primary pump.
Right. HWS is hot water system.
That's correct. Beneath that is heating pumps for the towel rail circuit,
Yeah.
which is that separate circuit I told you
Yeah.
about. Then you've got heating pumps for the underfloor circuit, which is
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
And then heating pumps for the first floor circuit, which is the radiators upstairs.
Yeah.
Then the boiler.
Yeah.
The boiler will come automatically, which is a small one. And then the secondary pump for the hot water system
Right. Okay.
downstairs as well.
And what's this piece of equipment in the corner here?
It's linked to the generator.
Right. Okay. So that's your
but I'm not
generator
quite
sort of
sure what
fuse
its
box or
function
something.
is.
Yeah.
And above there, in that plastic wallet, can you see?
Yeah.
That's the instructions.
Instructions.
Great
Okay.
bedtime reading.
Right.
And this is earthed in the walled garden. You'll find a post with an earth
Okay.
for that one.
So we've got water softener here.
Water softener here.
Just needs salt and that's no
yeah,
maintenance.
that's it. Keep that topped up, and
Yeah.
that sort of goes in there.
And hot water.
Once a year, have this serviced.
Once a year have the
Once a year have it
service.
serviced. It overflows at the back here. This is the new condenser boiler here.
New condenser boiler. Do you know what that does? What part of the heating that does?
Everything in the main house.
Everything in the main house.
Absolutely.
Oh, right. What's this?
This is the secondary boiler to the main house, but primary boiler to the stables stroke
Right.
office block.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So if this malfunctions,
Yeah.
you can, by levering these levers, by
Yeah.
moving those levers, switch over to this
To
one,
this one.
so you're never without a boiler in the main house.
Right. Okay.
It might only give you just a temperate sort of background heat,
Yeah.
but at least it will keep you going.
Is that something you know how to do, or is that actually
That's
something that we should speak to the
No,
engineer about?
BML actually owe us a diagram of what to do and how to transfer it from one to the
right.
other, so I'll get onto
Okay.
that. And get that
BML.
sorted out.
Right.
Yeah, that's Burwell Maintenance Limited.
Right,
The guy's
okay.
name is Roy Gallop, and he's a really, really nice guy and
Okay.
very accommodating. This little thing here is once again one of those diaphragm pipe things, pump things, and that relates to that gauge at the top.
Okay.
Currently it's on 1.
Yeah.
If there's a leak, the gauge will go down to
Down,
0.
Right.
Okay, the way you top it up is by turning these 2 black knobs here, and you
that's
turn
the cold
them.
water supply that brings it into it. Yeah.
It will create the different pressure, exactly.
Yeah.
It will repressurise it, and then you look out for where the water's spurting,
Yeah.
a la over there. And these are just sort of like pressure valves and things at the top.
Right.
These are the pumps, stroke actuators, which make the whole system work. So there's system 1 and system 2. And then here we've got the ground floor heating, underfloor, that's the flow. Then there's the towel rails, that's the flow pipes out.
Yeah.
This one here is first floor heating flow for the rads.
Yeah.
Oops, might need to stick that back on actually. Might need relabelling actually. This one's first floor heating for the rads, that's the return. And so it goes, so there's a flow and return for everything, you see. And then it just goes all the way through, and then it goes up here. So you can always use this as your track back,
Yeah.
you know, follow them through. It's a
Right.
shame
They're all
they had-
laboured.
They should have put different colours in, really.
Yeah.
You know, they had different
Do
colours.
you know what this was on the wall
That
here?
must be to do with, where does it go back to? The generator. Follow
Right.
the lead. So there's the electricity to it. It's going off, it's going around here. So it's connecting it all together.
Right.
But that's going back to the main generator here, that thing there, which I think is linked to this.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Can you see the pipes, the electric wire goes underneath?
I'm assuming that Stuart Power Limited will be able to tell us how this is linked in electrically wise.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, they installed it, so
Yeah. Okay.
they should know about that.
Right. Okay.
And if there's anything wrong with the circuit board, this here, CJ Ringwood are your people. You can give them a call.
Right. CJ Ringwood at the top there for the circuit
Yeah,
board.
if there's any problems.
But the people who installed the
Okay.
whole system were, you were saying,
They're Ferrer and Hammond
Rowan
here.
Hammond.
Hey, you know, it's entirely up to yourselves whether you choose to
Okay,
go
so
back
that's
to them,
in there
but
as
we've
well.
found others are probably more effective in terms of their service levels and understanding, in actual fact.
Yeah.
So for us, BML,
Okay.
they're really good.
BML.
Until I met Rob the plumber last week. And,
Okay.
and he's, you know, he came in and he was over this like a monkey. It was extraordinary. It looks